Okay, so this is what we were doing yesterday when we were adding and subtracting complex numbers. So it's just like terms, combining like terms. You just want to separate the real parts from the imaginary parts, and then you're going to combine them. Now the only difference here is that when you have subtraction, there's a negative sign in front of the parentheses. So anytime you see a negative sign in front of that parentheses, you just want to distribute that to the rest of the expressions to its right. So all the signs here would switch. This would be a -8 and that would be a -4i. Now let's look at this example. Now sometimes you're going to have an example where it's kind of a longer type of equation, but the idea is going to be the same. Anytime you see a minus sign right in front of the parentheses, you're reading that as a -1 that you're going to distribute across the parentheses. We're not going to go over to this -I because it's not inside the parentheses. So once we distribute, we'll bring down the 16, we have -1 times 2, that's -2. -1 times -3i, that's +3i. And then we're just bringing down the -i. And then we can go over our usual steps here. So we'll box our real parts, circle our imaginary, and then just to help us, calculate it, we can just put it in parentheses. So we're doing 16 minus 2. There's going to be that addition in the middle because of the standard form of complex numbers. And then we're just taking out the I, and we're using the coefficients, 3 minus 1. And then once we have it like this, we can go ahead and solve it. So this would be 14 plus 2i. And that's your answer.